In this video, I'm going to show you how Blofin Exchange has made me over $21,000 this week alone. And I make on average over $100,000 using Blofin. And with these strategies, I'm going to show you today in this video. I'm going to reveal the secret sauce that nobody shows you online. Let's jump straight in. So first of all, let's jump straight in to the proof. Because remember, don't let anybody tell you anything online without backing it up with proof and the results, all right? And I forgot to mention, it has a win rate of over 75%. So let's jump straight in. As you can see, this is a real account. It has actual funds in there. Remember, guys, if there's a demo account, you can't have funds like this showing in the demo account. So there you go. There's your proof. I look at the dates. The date is the 27th, 24th, 24th, and 23rd. So literally 3 days apart. 3 days apart. All right. So it's not even a week. It's in 3 days. I made $21,000. Okay. So this trader made 6,800. This trader made 11,000. I took one loss here. Yep, I ain't as good as I thought I was because I took one loss. Joke. And I 4,000. Remember, guys, and also, if you look very deeply and very carefully, you will see something. What do you see? What do you notice? Obviously, I win more than I lose. But look how quick I cut my losses. All right? So let's jump straight in. So before I tell you about why Blofin helps me to make all this money, I want you guys to understand trading, all right? Not many people teach crypto trading simply as I do. Everybody has a superpower, and I feel like I take complex situations and I can make it simple because that's how my brain works. Maybe my ADHD, I don't know what it is, but it takes me a long time to actually learn things. But when I learn it, I can never forget it. All right. But it takes me a long time to learn it. But when I learn it, I can never forget it. And when I regurgitate it, I can simplify it. Right. So here's the difference between normal traders, we call them retail, and people like me. First of all, guys, I do not trade retail patterns. Okay. Remember, guys, I'm going to tell you how at the end, Blofin helps me make this money. Okay, that's very important. Okay, because it's about the exchange that you actually use as well. I don't trade retail patterns. Okay, I don't even trade market structure because look what happens when you trade market structure. You get excited. You think things are going up. Like even here, like this basic market structure here. Okay, high highs, high lows, high highs, high lows, high highs, high lows, and then higher high, higher lows, and then boom. We break through, all right? But look what happened here. This low was lower than this high. So retail would have said, this is a break of market structure. And if you look now, guys, look, this low is below this low. I guarantee you most of retail would have been short in here. Look, guarantee you, this is lower and this is lower. So this is, you call it a BOS, retail, break of market structure. Look at this here. Where we at? Okay, cool. This here. Y'all be saying, break of market structure. We're going down. Short the market. But look what happens. Boom, boom, boom. Stomped out. Fast, sharp. No games. All right? So this is why we don't trade retail concepts. We trade the liquidity game. This is what we trade. Because remember, guys, you need to understand two things. One thing, the market only moves for two reasons. One, it moves to grab liquidity. Induce liquidity, grab liquidity, liquidity. And two, it also moves to revisit inefficiencies. We just use fair value gaps, okay? Now let me just show you about a fair value gap. Very simple stuff. All right, so you have bullish and you have bearish fair value gaps. Fair value gaps mean when you see 3 candle pattern, let's get it here, and if you see this wick on this candle and this wick on this candle didn't meet. So this is open. This is classed as an inefficiency, and this here is a perfect example. Wow. But that shows that the system works. And I'm pulling these up on the top of my mind. Like I'm freestyling this, guys. Meaning like I didn't go and look at these patterns beforehand and say, I'm going to show you these. I'm literally just making this video and freestyling. All right? Look. It literally hits the 50% level. And that's exactly what I'm teaching you. Fair value gaps, usually, not always, will come back to the 50% level. Okay? This is what we call a bullish fair value gap. It's going up, so it's bullish. It comes back down. What did I say about fair inefficiencies? It's a fair value gap, and it comes back down to retest, and it usually in the middle to go back up. Right? So my entry models are, this is one. Okay? So we grab this bit of liquidity. These liquidity line, we call it point of interest. All right? These are where I see point of interest. Basically, a lot of buys or sells at a certain zone. Look at this. And there's big sells or big buys. A lot of volume. Okay? A lot of buying pressure, a lot of selling pressure. Here, look at this. Bam. This line here, point of interest, created this massive sell-off. So to me, this is a huge point of interest. So if I break through that, I know we're going to the moon. And if we retest it, come back off it, and then we're going back down. All right? So let's talk about the fair value gaps part of things. Bullish, retest, back up. So I've seen it here, and I've seen it break through this bit of liquidity. This is a time to long it. So it came back, retested, gone through. I would wait for it to go through this space, through the liquidity. So it grabbed it, and now it's got this liquidity, and now it's going back up to grab more liquidity. And look what it did. It grabbed more liquidity. You can't make this shit up. It grabbed more liquidity. Exactly at my liquidity zone. Guys, these marks aren't marked as I go along. These marks have been marked for like weeks back. All right? And remember, if you guys want to learn these concepts, okay, for one, you need to be using Blofin. There's a link in the description. This specific link as well is the reason why I make so much money, because Blofin always do. I'll give you a little bit of sneak brief of what I'm going to tell you at the end. They always do competitions for my community, right? So I get in these competitions and I always like win because my volume, and you guys can have volume as well. It's not, I don't get volume off you. It's my personal volume. I'm trading. You guys are trading too. That's what I'm teaching you now. But then Blofin also gives you back rewards for trading on their platform. So I take those rewards and then I add them to my trading portfolio and I make more money. So that's part of the big, how Blofin makes me all this money, because I'm just compounding all the rewards that they're giving me, okay, from my volume, all right? So that's a little bit of the secret sauce. Got a little bit of things to talk about at the end. Stay to the end. You get yourself some more sauce, all right? So entry model 1, fair value gap, grab liquidity and go back up. From here to here, disgusting. 2% move, scalping. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hours, boom, in and out. The whole session, done, all right? And I wouldn't be surprised if that's New York session. Boom, started from New York session, exactly. Bam, up, all right? Got into New York, seen the breakout, but actually it's mid-New York session, okay? But it's round about New York session. Got in the breakout, boom, simple. Let's take this off now. All right, cool. Entry model number, same entry model, but if it did the reverse. So if we came up here and then it displaced back down here, this is a bearish fair value gap. If it comes up here, sorry, an inverse fair value gap, my bad. So it comes up here, it created this fair value gap, bullish. But if it come back down, this no longer It's a fair value gap. It's an inverse. So it grabbed this liquidity, right? Remember, we always think of liquidity and fair value gaps. And now it's come back down to grab more liquidity. So I'm thinking it would probably come to here, it would come down here. And even this move here is a sexy 0.7% move. That's dope. That's dope. All right. Now, this is entry model number 1. Sexy. Entry model number 2. Check how sexy this is. It's even better. This is the one that I like the most. All right, cool. Go back to what we said. High highs, high lows, high highs, high lows, high highs. Back down. This is more of like a low low. Okay. Low high, low low. It's all fucking mixed up. But look, everybody thinks that the market's going down, like I said, right? But look, it grabs this little bit liquidity here. Okay. Even going deep, you can say here, like, let's be nice. Grab this end bit of liquidity here. And it shot straight back up. Perfect. So this was the last little bit of liquidity here. This is a bit of sell side liquidity. Okay. The swing low liquidity here. Grabbed it and shot it back up. So as soon as we seen, okay, this is a gamble getting in here. This is a gamble getting in here. But what did we see? It displaced through our liquidity line and come all the way back up. And then where's our next liquidity line? Our point of interest. Liquidity line, point of interest, what are you going to call it? Most of you call it supply and demand, but it ain't, but whatever. Comes back up here. So as soon as it's placed here, I'm looking to come back to this bit of liquidity here. Look at this. Boom. 1% move. All right. Absolutely amazing. So there's the 2 entry models where I make $22,000 in 1 week, right? Now I'm going to explain to you how to use Blofin. Because I'm talking about Blofin, you're like, okay, but I may be new to trading. I got the entry model. Also, if you guys want to actually learn from me, there's a link in the description to apply to our inner circle. All right, if you want to do it on your own, cool. I'm going to teach you. I teach you all for free. Ain't that guru trying to sell you anything. I definitely not sell a course. I don't believe in courses, but I believe in programs, coaching, course. It's like going to university. But honestly, figure it out yourself. I give you all the information on YouTube. If you want implementation and coaching and holding your hand, then yeah, that's book a call. But if you want to take the knowledge and actually implement it yourself, you could do it. Trial and error. You'll get there. All right. It just all depends on what you want from life. All right, cool. So let's jump straight into Blofin. I'll teach you guys how to actually use Blofin. Cool. So I'm gonna keep this simple, as in like, even if I want to keep it beginner friendly to advanced, just in case people are coming in and they don't know what it is. Okay, cool. Very simple. We trade in perps. We are saying we believe that the price of this asset is going to go up or it's going to go down. Okay. But if you don't know and learn the skills, that's guessing. You're gambling. You might as well go to the casino. You learn the skills. You have your edge. The edge is, I've just showed you the edge. I showed you a strategy. It works. You seen it. You've seen the proof. That's how I make money. All right. So when you got your edge, and now you want to start making money, this is how you do your buys and sells. Market order. Limit. It is cheaper fees, but we're scalping in and out. We got to be fast. So I don't mind paying a little extra bit of fees because I'm taking a lot of money from Blofin. Like I take a lot of money from this exchange. Cool. All on you. How much? Depends how much capital you got. The less capital, the higher the leverage. Don't worry about leverage, guys. Leverage is fine because you're scalping in and out, right? You know what you're doing. And you just have tight stop loss. Don't worry about leverage. The more is fine. The lower you port, the higher the leverage. The higher that you port, the lower the leverage. All right. I don't actually always trade with 100K in my port. I take some out. I usually take some out. I've had a good week here. Last week was good too as well. So I left a little bit in there, but I'm going to take some out. I just leave 10, 20,000, usually 30,000 in my port. Okay. You can start off with $500 because remember, if you $500, 150x leverage, do your maths. It's 150 times $500 you can play with. Okay. And remember, if it goes up 1%, you double your port. So whatever you put in on 100x levels, you double port. If it's 150x levels, you 1.5x your port. Very simple stuff. Okay, so whatever leverage you want, then I like this. It's just simple, in it. Like whatever you got in here, do you want to put in 50%, 100%, 10%, whatever? If I put in 10%, I'm trading with 10,000. Cool. Always have isolated because it's just specific to that trade. If not, it will, and you got money in over the side of your accounts, it would take it from there. Keep isolated. Very important, peeps. All right, cool. Then buy and sell. Boom, voila, you're done. You're done. I'm not just gonna guess. I hate just guessing or even to show you because I'm an expert in what I do. I don't just press buttons. So I'm not just gonna press the button just to show that you can press the button. I'm sure you know how to press the button, right? So buy or sell. Okay, very simple stuff. So that was like a very simple overlook, guys. If you want more tutorials, you can check my YouTube out. I'm always giving you guys tutorials. Till the next time, peace.